Student, welcome your chemistry section. Now today start with your next topic. The name of article is Valence bond theory of coordination compound. So this theory give the main features. So discuss your various feature of this theory step by step. First is state that when the metal ligand bond formation is generally when the donation of electrons from the ligands to the central metal of atom, that's the formation of the metal ligand bond. Second assumption, this theory states that when the coordinated bond between the ligands through the formation of coordinated bond between the ligands and the empty orbitals of the central metal or ion. Okay, given the generally the coordination bond, that is generally formation between the ligands and the vacant orbitals, empty orbitals of central metal of atom. So third is your the valence bond theories generally gives the information about your hybridization. Okay, so you can easily identify the coordination number of complex through. Okay, you can easily you can easily identify the geometry of the complex through the coordination number of the complex. Suppose that the coordination number of complex is 4, you can easily specify the sp3 hybridization may be tetrahedral or square planar complexes under. So that is your tetrahedral complexes. Similarly, when the coordination number is your 5, that is your sp3d, and that is your trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, so you can easily identify the geometry of the complex through the coordination number of the complex. Next is your assumption, this theory, when the use of inner d orbitals in the complex. Okay, during the formation of hybridization of the complex and the use of inner d orbitals, the use of inner d orbital, the complex is called inner orbital complex. And similar, when the use of outer and d orbitals, outer d orbital, that is your specify nd, when the use of outer d orbitals, that is called as outer orbital complex. Okay, so next is your assumptions. They give the information about the paramagnetics and diamagnetic nature of the complexes. When the complex have the uh, when the complex is your unpaired, so that is called, okay, when the complex is unpaired, that is called as paramagnetic nature. And when the complex is your pair of electron, that is called as diamagnetic nature. Okay, so this is the main features of valence bond theory. Okay, so next start with your some application of this theory. Okay, so under the first application of valence bond theory, you know that valence bond theory is generally, valence bond theory is generally apply the coordination number of 4 and 6. So first we take the complex with the coordination number your 6. Take you one example, that is your hexaamine chromium. Okay, this is a outer electronic configuration of chromium is 3d 4s, one atomic number is your 24, and this is your ground state electronic configuration. Okay, and this complex is the oxidation state is your plus 3. Okay, so here the characteristics feature of this complex is this geometry. The state of hybridization is your d2sp3. Okay, nature of the complex is your inner orbital complex. Magnetic nature is your paramagnetic. Magnetic moment, that is your you can easily calculate the magnetic moment you can easily calculate it, that is generally represented by mu, and that is n into n plus 2. N is your representations for the unpaired number of unpaired electron. Okay, there is general representation for the number of unpaired electron. Okay, so next is you can easily calculate the magnetic moment. The resulting of complex ion as octahedral geometry and the 3 unpaired electron. Through can easily identify the coordination number, the geometry of the complex 6, that is the formations for your octahedral geometry. Okay, now I am going to telling you for the distribution of electrons in the different orbitals. So you can see here the electronic distribution from ground state to excited state. So electronic configuration is 3d5 4s1 ground state electronic configuration representation. When the chromium is shows that the Roman number, that is a +3 oxidation state, the removal of 3 electron from the electronic configuration. So you can see here the hybridization, the removal of 3 electron, that is the formation of D2sp3 hybridization. Okay, so this is your the inner orbital complexes. Okay, because use of the inner d orbital, so that's why they called as a inner orbital complexes. Okay, so this is your inner orbital complexes. So in this diagram you can see here ki, this is the unpaired electron, they are not fully paired because the use of in the complexes, that is your weak field ligand. So that's why they can't the pairing of these electrons. Okay, so next complex you can easily understand that this is your hexacyanoferrate ion. Okay, outer electronic configuration is your of iron is 3d6 4s2, atomic number is your 26. Okay, in this complex its oxidation state is also +3. Iron achieve the +3 oxidation state. They achieve the +3 oxidation state means that the lose of 2 electron from the 4s orbital and 1 the 3d. Okay, so here cyanide ion is a strong ligand field, and it causes the pairing in 2 3d orbitals and leaving the 2d orbital. हमारे पास यहाँ पे जनरली क्या यूज़ किया गया है, साइनाइड इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट लिगेंड होने की वजह से क्या करेगा, यहाँ पे जो भी हमारे पास 3d ऑर्बिटल्स रहेंगे अनपेयर्ड, उनकी ये पेयरिंग करवा देगा. ओके, अब इसने यहाँ पे पेयरिंग करवा दी इस वाले ऑर्बिटल्स में. यू कैन सी हियर 3d6 4s2 lose of the 3 electron from this orbitals 4s2 and 1 3d. So this is your unpaired electron, but here use a strong field ligand. So this strong field ligand, they are the pairing of in 2 3d orbitals and leaving the 2d orbitals. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है, ये पेयरिंग करवा रहा है हमारे पास 2 3d ऑर्बिटल्स के, और यहाँ पे 2d ऑर्बिटल्स हैं वो यहाँ पे क्या रह रहे हैं हमारे पास, एम्प्टी. ओके, so similarly in previous case of example you can see here this is a weak field ligand as compared to cyanide, so that's why they can't pairing of electron in this orbital. Okay, or here pairing by the cyanide ions, so that's why they form the octahedral complexes with a D2sp3 hybridization. They also called as a inner orbital complex. Okay, similarly the characteristics features state of hybridization, that is a D2sp3, nature of complex inner orbital complex, magnetic nature, you are weakly paramagnetic because they are the unpaired, only one electron is unpaired, and you can easily calculate the magnetic moment, that is your under root of n into n plus 1. One is the unpaired electrons, that's why they called as a weak paramagnetic nature of these complexes. Okay, so basic the geometry of the complexes, the use of inner और outer d orbital complexes. तो जनरली हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं कि इनर ऑर्बिटल कॉम्प्लेक्स है हमारे पास या आउटर ऑर्बिटल कॉम्प्लेक्स है, तो उसमें जनरली हमारे पास मेन रोल किस चीज़ का रहता है कि लिगेंड्स हमारे पास कैसा है, स्ट्रॉन्ग लिगेंड है या वीक फील्ड लिगेंड है। तो हमारे पास ये जनरल ऑर्डर है फॉर द लिगेंड्स के लिए। हमारे पास हैलोजेंस जितने भी रहते हैं, ठीक है, हैलोजेंस यहाँ तक, दैट इज़ योर weak field ligand. Okay, this is your oxygen ligands, this is your nitrogen, and this is for your कार्बन। अब यहाँ पे इनको कार्बन डोनर लिगेंड्स, नाइट्रोजन लिगेंड्स डोनर क्यों बोला गया ऑक्सीजन, बिकॉज यहाँ पे जो भी डोनेट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स करेगा लिगेंड थ्रू द ऑक्सीजन एटम, थ्रू नाइट्रोजन एंड थ्रू कार्बन, सो दैट्स वाई कि थ्रू साइनाइड इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट लिगेंड इन प्रीवियस इन वीडियो complexes, that is your cyanide, that is a strong ligand, and they cause the pairing of electron in complexes as compared to NH3। ओके, जहाँ पे भी हमें स्ट्रॉन्ग लिगेंड देखने को मिलेगा वहाँ पे जनरली पेयरिंग होगी D2sp3 में, और वहाँ पे हम यूज़ करेंगे इनर ऑर्बिटल कॉम्प्लेक्सेस। ओके,